Fox 10 exclusive tonight. Several parents are really upset with a preschool in northern Arizona. They've filed a lawsuit against the faculty and staff over allegations of child abuse.
Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum joins us live in studio tonight with their story and disturbing video linked to the claims.
John, Christina, the surveillance footage we've obtained shows just a sample size of what happened in the classroom. The complaint filed details the behavior of a specific teacher's aide. You can see it for yourself, but for those with kids, it may be difficult to watch how some of these children are treated. More mothers are coming forward, speaking to Fox 10 about what happened to their children. They all sent their kids to Chino Valley Head Start Childcare Center. Courtney, Silva, and Jessica Ouellet describe red flags they noticed with their children.
They would call me probably at least once a week, if not more. He's crying hysterically, saying his stomach hurts, whatever the reason was. And I'd have to come and get him during the day. And he was perfectly fine.
It's like a switch. She just was fighting going to school. She started having bad dreams, like nightmares.
For Jessica, the nightmare was about to begin. A Chino Valley police report from January of 2023 says teacher's aide Tracy Stewart spanked Jessica's nonverbal daughter and forced her into a chair. What's going through your mind?
Obviously, like, freaked out and mad, and why would anyone hit her? For what reason?
Here it is on surveillance video. Watch Stewart stand by the head of the table before she turns her attention to the little girl, using her right hand to spank her behind, then place her in the chair, jerking her around. As a mother, how do you react to that?
I cried. I cried when I read the police report. It's like a parent's worst nightmare.
The officer who wrote the report describes Stewart's behavior as aggressive, physically and verbally. Watch as Stewart pulls a chair Jessica's daughter is sitting in, suddenly dragging her away from the table. Blanca Aguiar says she also learned that Stewart got physical with her son. What did police say?
They said that my son was shoved in an aggressive manner.
Here's another clip showing Blanca's son wasn't just pushed, but grabbed in a rough manner. On another clip, while cleaning the table, she sprays two kids in the face with a cleaning solution called Tersano, according to police. Courtney says her son was one of the boys sprayed. What is it like to know that you had no control or knowledge of this happening?
I have guilt and shame for it every single day. There's a day that goes by that I don't feel horrible for it.
Police say Stewart's behavior becomes more aggressive with every incident. Watch this clip as she's seen smacking a boy in the face with napkins. In this video, a boy is simply sitting down when Stewart grabs his head from behind out of nowhere, pulling it back and quickly getting in his face.
All I see is a person that's completely out of control, a person that has a lot of rage. She has zero patience with them.
In a civil lawsuit filed against the program, Stewart and three of her superiors, documents say Stewart was fired as a teacher's aide at a previous job for abusing children, but was still hired at Chino Valley Head Start. The complaint says these managers covered up the abuse, allowing Stewart to keep working. The lawsuit says in December of 2022, she pulled a mat from under a child, causing her to fall and hit her head, but no action was taken, despite a manager witnessing the incident. Nicole Stroh is the child's mom.
I just kind of thought, okay, maybe she just rolled in her sleep. When it came to my attention that one of the teachers actually removed the bed out from underneath my daughter, I was furious. I was in shock.
In their response to the civil suit, the defendants deny all allegations, and they say they're entitled to absolute immunity.
That makes my blood boil.
Solomon Radner is the attorney for the plaintiffs, saying his clients have suffered physical and emotional harm.
What I see, and what it appears to me, is that there is somebody who's acting clearly more aggressively with these children than any reasonable person would. There's simply no reason for this kind of thing.
How has your son been affected thus far?
He's been diagnosed with PTSD from a psychologist. He has night terrors. He pees the bed. No matter what I do to try to console him, he just becomes beside himself, screaming, no, 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 like I'm gonna hurt him.
Chino Valley Police investigated the incident involving Jessica's daughter. Stewart was placed on administrative leave, and by March 2023, she was let go. CVPD recommended to the Yavapai-County Attorney's Office that she be charged with aggravated assault on a minor. YCAO declined to file, saying there was no reasonable likelihood of conviction.
How is this person just able to go about her life and her day as if nothing happened, just simply fired or let go. And our kids are in therapy. They've regressed.
Who else is supposed to hold these people accountable? The only way we can force behavior from people who don't want to correct their behavior is to make it too expensive not to.
But it was that spray bottle incident that led to Chino Valley PD submitting charges to the town prosecutor instead. Stewart now faces 1 count of disorderly conduct and 1 count of assault. The lawyer for the defendants, including Stewart, says the daycare can't comment on pending litigation, but a statement reads in part, quote, "The program takes its responsibility to the children in the program very seriously as we take the allegations. The matter is being fully investigated, and we are confident that we will be able to demonstrate the significant effort put into caring for the children in our charge." But the mothers we spoke to regret choosing Chino Valley Head Start as a daycare for their kids.
Oh, I feel like I should have been there to protect them, and I wasn't.
Now, court records show Stewart pled not guilty to the misdemeanor charges. Meanwhile, the plaintiffs in the civil lawsuit against her are requesting a jury trial seeking compensatory or punitive damages.
Now, Justin, you said this happened over a few days, right?
Yeah, this is a small time frame. So the concern by these parents are what else happened to their kids when you're really only looking at a few days in January of 2023. That's what you saw there. So
did they get more footage?
That is the challenge, is getting more of that surveillance.
It's a government entity, though, running this, so they should be very compliant with trying to get to the bottom of this.
Correct, and as you saw, Chino Valley Police investigating, but the case turned down by the Yavapai-County Attorney's Office, so this is now in the hands of municipal court. Again, like you said, governmental in this program run by the Northern Arizona Council of Governments covering 4 counties, Yavapai, Coconino, Navajo.
And they have spots all over, right?
Yeah, so there are more kids, and the concern, again, by the plaintiffs, are there more children that were affected by this specific teacher and maybe other staff members?
Yeah.
The thing I can't get beyond is she had a history, but she got hired anyway.
And that's why the plaintiffs are upset, because they feel that this background check should have been noticed.
Red flag.
Yeah, red flag. And these things still happen. I mean, the video speaks for itself. And as parents, it's very concerning to anyone watching from what we've seen.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. Keep us up to date.
Thank you.
Justin, appreciate it.